No kidding.
Yeah, look at it walk.
The same guy?
Yeah. See the bumper that was hanging off?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It is the same guy.
Earlier we seen this car get into an accident, but they didn't report it.
So we just saw this vehicle over near Speedway.
Let's see if we can go around, see if it's sitting. Will let us go on that side. You think you want?
You can sneak through.
This is sitting. Sergeant sitting here. He was being an asshole last time.
Yep. He was trying to bully someone out of...
This is the guy that was in an accident earlier. Me and you seen that accident, huh?
Well, we saw the aftermath of what was an accident over near Speedway, and then the same vehicle ended up...
The reason why we know is because that bumper there was hanging off the back of the car up the street right there on Butler and
Right.
20th, but that Mustang.
What's up, Howie? Okay. So there's a bumper laying on the ground over there. We saw this guy drive off with the bumper hanging onto the road. It was like barely even attached to the vehicle. And then we were thinking, oh well, they're probably gonna call the police for a crash report, for an incident report, but they ended up just... The driver ended up talking to somebody, and they ended up just driving off.
The gentleman just got him a ride, and the other vehicle that he got an accident with, they both took off without reporting the accident. Maybe he drew in, got a good move to her, what happened here?
They're stabilizing this vehicle to keep it from rolling any further. So they got all kinds of cool hardware to do that. That's one of the things that firefighters do. They stabilize vehicles after wrecks. Claudette, welcome in. You're watching Press for Transparency. Welcome in, Wingspan Angel. It's Tuesday, October 28th. The time is about 6:20 Mountain Standard Time. I believe that's probably the driver they're interviewing right there.
This is the driver here. Farmington police officer.
Jenny, welcome in. Rami. John DeNicola. We are off of 20th Street in Farmington, where somebody just rolled their vehicle in pretty Luckily, they didn't hit the power line right there, the power pole. That would have been way worse. Okay, so we got a field sobriety test going on here.
This is a top watching channel. Those of you that are new here, tapping, following, sharing.
And just for your information, if you're ever in a situation like this, you don't want to do any field sobriety tests. You will probably have to do a breathalyzer if they suspect you of being intoxicated.
Oh yeah.
You know, they could take your license if you refuse to do a breathalyzer, but you don't have to do a field sobriety test. So
There was an accident right up the
this is a young guy.
road. We seen it. We thought the police were
What's up,
gonna be
Rami?
called, but we decided not to call the police and just took off. With that rear bumper being off. And not even a minute later, we heard the sirens going. This is 20th in Santiago, right? Yeah,
I'm not sure about the side street.
Santiago. Look at Frat Boys sandwich shop. Hopefully there's nobody out here. This is Farmington, New Mexico. Farmington Police Department, fire truck, fire department. Young man was driving this car here.
What's up for the record?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, there was a rollover.
He was swaying earlier. I see he was swaying too. There was an accident up on the corner of
Okay.
Butler.
Just to show you, they're using the jaws of life for something over there. I'm not sure why they're tearing the vehicle apart. Maybe to like stabilize further.
Up there, just like this. You know the routine. You keep it calm. Block it. Twentieth Street. Where's 20th in Santiago. Accident. Car accident.
Yeah, we're between Santiago and Zuni Drive.
Zuni.
We're between Santiago Avenue and Zuni Drive.
Oh, he's wasted. Right?
Steady,
Yeah,
steady.
20th Santiago and Zuni Drive. Give him another chance.
Steady.
Give him some gentleman in caught on the side. It's wheels there.
You're watching Press for Transparency.
Happy. Tap the screen. I appreciate it. Doing way too good. Baby's bad for your health. Oh shoot. They call you ex-boot ripper. That was a long time ago. He's building evidence on him now. He's building evidence on himself. Not good.
Damn. Fail. Dude looks like he's failing, man.
He's wasted.
This dude looks wasted.
So that's Chris. And that accident was from him being intoxicated.
I bet it
And
was.
the police too.
I bet it
Because It
was.
was an accident up the street, and we didn't see what happened, but the rear end, the car was rear-ended, and they didn't call the police. Right?
Yeah, that's why they didn't call the cops earlier.
Up the street, bumper was hanging off the back of the end of his car. Not even in the
Jeez.
We heard the sirens. We're surprised.
This kid's failing hard.
Same car that we just witnessed that had some rear end damage. It's a bumper hanging off, and we took off up the street. Easy wash while welcome in.
Thank you, Jenny.
You guys want to go watch some First Amendment videos? Go follow Easy Wash.
This kid's failing hard.
Appreciate the roses. Sending roses gift. Appreciate you guys. Can't fuck like that either. Please tap the screws off. Appreciate the company. Easy Wash Dog. Yeah, those of you that follow me, go check out Easy Wash Dog. Pop up down in Texas. Press for transparency here. Say what's up, TikTok?
What's up, TikTok?
Yeah, so follow him on YouTube. Press for Transparency.
Heck yeah, we're live on YouTube.
There. You see. On YouTube there watching also. Press for Transparency. Thank you for the pumpkin. Adriana. Carla. Pretty good. Raya. Good corn. Raya. Good flavors. Shout out to you guys. Carla, Raya. Rihanna. Carla. Sean. Steve Scott. Adriana. Yep. Those guys are, yeah. 13. This young man is being arrested because
Hey, Howie says he misses you.
Hey, Howie.
For Corner Fist in the Air says, hello, Howie.
I think he was the only one that was in the vehicle.
So we just saw this vehicle right before it flipped over here. The bumper was hanging off the back. It looked like it had just recently been in an accident over off of Butler. We were thinking, oh, they're gonna call the cops for a police report. How's the video quality, everyone? Thank you. 5x5, I guess that means it's good. Thank you, John. Thank you, Wingspan Angel. Thank you, Claudette. Howard County Observer. Jenny says hello for Corner Fist in the Air. Wingspan Angel says hello, four corner fist in the air. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll wait. This guy's going to jail or some detention center. So last time we saw this car that's flipped over, the rear bumper was hanging off, dragging on the ground. Okay, now I gotta check out this vehicle. You can see they've stabilized the vehicle.
They just braced it up, huh?
Yep. I think I'm gonna see around.
It's all the way over.
This thing just turned off. Camcorder turned off. Oh, my HD card is full. Yep, my camcorder HD card is full. SD card. It's a good thing they stabilized it. It's basically leaning up against the guy wires of this power pole. And there's the bumper that we saw dragging on the ground earlier. We're going to fist in the air. This kid looked absolutely wasted when they were giving him the field sobriety test. Super uncoordinated, couldn't walk a straight line, couldn't stand on one foot for more than a very short time. Gamble's 808 says hello. So one thing I've noticed about Farmington is there are a lot of DUI calls here. A lot of people getting in trouble, driving intoxicated, driving under the influence. Randy Full. I think it's amazing that this car didn't actually take out one of these power poles. 'Cause all that seemed to be holding it up earlier was the guy wires. And now they got it stabilized, but oh, this is going to be really interesting to see how the tow truck gets the car off of these guy wires. Thank you, Jenny. Hello. The car is propped up on some guy wires on one side, and then on the other side is what looks like a service neck. There weren't any conductors in that service neck. It's basically a raceway for conductors, leaning over on the other side, so I'm not sure how they're going to do this, but it should be pretty entertaining. It should be very entertaining. Yeah, the kid driving the car was lucky. Very lucky to not be injured. Farmington Electrical Utility System. So there's a service mast that got knocked over a little ways, but it's still there. Luckily there's no conductors in it, so they could just take it out of the ground. But it's gonna be kind of a technical removal, getting this car out from between these power poles. I wouldn't be surprised if they asked us to leave pretty soon. Shout out to the first responders. People working non-traditional hours. What's up, the Vigilance Committee? Good to see you, Cliff. Me out of you. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're taking a stabilizer off of the side of the vehicle. I think they're pulling the vehicle now. You can see the vehicle moving a little bit. Boom. Right onto the service mast. Yeah. Okay, now you can see the damage on the rear left end. That's the damage we saw earlier. So now we can confirm that this is the vehicle we were seeing earlier. See that rear left panel is damaged. When we last saw it, it was just over by Speedway. Looked like somebody hit them or they hit somebody. They're having a conversation with them in a parking lot there. And then surprisingly, the police didn't show up. And we saw this car drive off with this, you see this bumper, the rear bumper was just dragging on the ground. And then all of a sudden the license sirens started going off, and we saw the first responders coming over here. So the young man driving this car just did a field sobriety test and got arrested. So they either took him to the station or to jail to have a breathalyzer. He looked totally wasted. He looked completely wasted. I recognize this firefighter. That kid should not have been driving, especially after that first accident. Should just have left it there. Would have been better than this outcome. Oh. And the bumper is just, it was hung up on something over there. Dang. Yeah, so this is the second accident that this vehicle was involved in today. Well, good morning, Jenny. Yep. There's some fluids on the ground. With four corner fist in the air. He's over there. Firefighters are trickling out of here. They're spooling up. Sergeant's sitting. It's in that vehicle there. See you, Lemmy. Four corner fist in the air is probably on TikTok. He likes to stream live with incidents that are longer. You're watching Press for Transparency. Oh, really? There's some beers on the ground. Let's see, is that what it is?